From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
We go.
First carry for Darius Geis, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Got him in. He finds Sanders. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A first carry now for Wendell Smallwood. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, let's go.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down, Dalton. And complete, right side to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
93, 52, 93.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're open to do it. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Dalton sets up play action. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Dalton here from the gun. Going underneath for Gordon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Fourth down. Dalton wants to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. They'll check it down to Geis. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Gun! On! Right! Ready to go!
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. And look at this. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. First down carry down for Yeldon. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Go! 11. Ready, go!
From the gun, it's Ryan. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's go.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
Hey, gun. Let's go. Ready, set.
From the shotgun, Ryan. That one complete to Yeldon. For a Cincinnati score. T.J. Yeldon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kareem Martin coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
368.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He sets to fire deep. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
21.
They start on the ground with Geis. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
On first down, this is Geis. And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now Ryan. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. T.J. Yeldon. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T.J. Yeldon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, he's got a new one. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Gordon on first down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. This is Gordon on the dump off. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. And the Steelers on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Dalton. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. So they are going for it. Now Dalton. He's going to look deep for his running. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
On the handoff, it's Geis. Got some real estate inside the 30. And a cutback right sideline. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. On the ground, Geis, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Hey, wait.
They get it to him running left. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Darius Geis, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And the Steelers on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A first down throw coming for Dalton. So we've reached halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before? It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Here's Dalton. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Dalton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Andy Dalton going to stay on the field. They're going to try and go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to get the football at
you